Howdy, welcome back to my shop. I'm Herb, and in this nooner we're going to talk about several things, some tools that I have purchased or made, and an update on my Grizzly G0704 mill. So wanted to talk about a few tools first. First of all, about a year ago I bought this Machinix Calc Pro. I actually bought it at Cabin Fever in York, Pennsylvania last year, when I went up there to that show. And it has proved to be absolutely invaluable to me. One of the things that I use, instead of looking up tap and drill sizes on the chart, I can just put in the drill size. Let's say I wanted to do a 1/4 inch tapped hole, 1/4 I'd say 1/4, then go to thread size and enter 20, thread size, hit it again. That gives me the tap drill size is number 7. Hit it again, that's the closest drill size in metric. A close drill, a free drill, and the pitches, minors and majors on that. And it does cut feed rates, RPM, working with various metals. One other thing is, let's say you wanted a drill that was, or a hole that was let's just say 0.494. So you enter 0.494, hit drill size. There's a 12.5 millimeter drill, and if you say I want to go up from there, 1/2 inch drill, or if you want to go down, it's 31/64, 0.484. So for any size hole, you can get the nearest drill size on either side, plus or minus. So it's proved to be very handy to me, and they're not all that expensive, and I keep it here on the workbench all the time. Some of the other tools that I made for the lathe, this is a BXA tool holder with a little piece of flat stock in it, cross drill with to fit the diameter of the plunger sleeve, and you can see there that it would measure. I use it for checking concentricity of parts on the lathe. I've got a little bit too big of a set screw to hold the sleeve in, but anyway, that's one of the parts that I built. Took no time at all, and gives a very steady mount on the tool post for an indicator. Another part that I've built is a little ball bearing in a piece of cold roll steel, and the edge is about 50 thousandths off the end of this. That's not real critical where this is centered there, but what it's used for, I set it on the tool post, and if you have something that you're trying to true up in the lathe, you can run this up against it, and where the ball bearing just starts to turn, and I actually have it marked with a little Sharpie there so I can see that it is turning. And when it starts turning, you pretty well have your part trued up in the lathe. So anyway, that's another tool that I've built, and actually used that yesterday. Another tool I wanted to talk about, and I'm extremely happy with this. This is a ISCAR Do-Grip parting and grooving tool. What I like about it is it fits a 1/2 inch tool holder, which my BXAs are 1/2 inch, and it's a self-gripping system. Now the inserts come in various widths. You can see this one is, let's see what it is, I don't remember. I think that was about 73 thousandths. Then I got some other inserts that are about 123, I think. 123 thousandths. Let's see if I can measure it on the end here. Yeah, it's 150 thousandths. 150 thousandths. So you got choices of the various widths. It didn't come with this with the tool holder, but there's a tool that you use to tighten and loosen the inserts in there. And it's a funny thing, I bought some ISCAR inserts. I bought 10 of these, the wider ones, and I bought a couple of the narrower ones, and these were originally too loose in this tool. I was able to compress it down a little bit, but it's still just a slide fit in there. But I tried it on both aluminum and tool steel, and it cuts like butter. It didn't have to be tightened all the way down, apparently, and worked very well. There's a groove in the bottom and in the top to fit that particular tool holder, and it's very accurate, and it's the best parting tool that I've ever worked with. So the last thing here in the things that wanted to show is this little LED lamp. It runs off of AA batteries. I think there's 3 in there. It's LEDs, and I can't see. I don't want to count them right now, but I think there's about 15 or 16 LEDs in there. And it's real handy when you need something to just, put a spotlight, and you don't have your IKEA light or any other light available, and you don't want to hold a flashlight. You can pretty well set this anywhere. I haven't put a magnetic base on it, but that might be a good idea to put one of those little rubberized magnet bases on it. But it's come in extremely happy. I bought that off of eBay for less than $5, and of course it's got a gooseneck, so you can put it anywhere. It's a little great deal there. I'm going to move the camera and show you the problems I've had with my mill and what I'm doing to fix it. Okay, we're back here at the mill, and I set up my little light so you could see the shaft. This is the treadmill motor that I put on the mill, and it was working just fine. It's about a week ago that I was actually doing some some slitting, and I was using a slitting saw and cutting through this 5/8 piece of aluminum, going very slow. I was going a full depth cut, but it was going very slow through it. Motor wasn't straining at all. I forget what the RPM was, but it wasn't real high. But and I was using plenty of lubricant on the saw blade to keep it cool. And all of a sudden, the motor sped up and went zip, and I knew something had turned loose. And what it was this intermediate gear. This it's a mitered gear. It's got about a 20-degree angle on the spurs. This mates up. It actually fits up here on top. Let's see if I can move the camera so we can see that. It fits here on the top in this position, and that engages with the motor. But you can see that it ate up this plastic gear, and you know, Grizzly knows this is a problem, and the only reason I can think of that they put this plastic gear in there is to make the mill quieter. Either that, or you'd get disgusted with this mill and buy a bigger one. I'm going to fix it, and the way I'm doing that is I bought a couple of gears from Boston Gear. Actually, I got them from a McMaster car. I got a straight spur gear. These are 20 diametrical pitch, and this one is 20 tooth, and I will replace, actually I have to do another adapter shaft, but it'll replace the gear on the motor. And I've got a larger gear, it's in the lathe right now, that will replace this gear in the for the intermediate gear, and it's a 42, so it's a 2-to-1 ratio. But all kinds of problems involved with this. First of all, I need for this shaft here, I need a 5mm or very close to 3/16 keyway, and I don't have a keyway yet, a broach to cut that keyway. And also, this diameter is 15mm or 0.5906, and didn't have a bushing to do that. So I'm going to make a bushing, and I've got a 3/16 brooch that I'm going to borrow from one of my machinist buddies, and I'll broach out that gear. It was it had a very large hub on it, and I've turned that down and got it to the same diameter as this, so everything will fit together. This is actually held down on the shaft by a little a C-ring that fits on the shaft and holds it in there, and this rides on bottom of the shaft, a little step on it. So that's what's going on with the mill. I think I'm probably another week away from getting it back and running, but I'm still looking for a U.S. made mill, in or possibly a good Taiwanese made mill. But whatever it is, it can't have any plastic gears in it. I prefer belt drive anyway, and actually have the plans from Haas at G0704.com to do a belt drive for this, and I've got one of the sprockets, and the other one I'll have to order, and I have to make a sleeve for the spindle to attach that gear onto, or that sprocket. Actually, it's for timing belt, and I can convert this over. But I may go ahead and do that, but intermediately I'm going, because it's more expedient for me, is to do this gear system. But I'll probably convert this over. I may keep this mill since I have a lot invested in it. It's got a good DRO, 2-axis DRO, and it's a good mill. It's just that the known problems, the G0704, are becoming very evident to me on mine. So, but I think I'm going to go ahead and buy either a used Bridgeport or a used Acra, or one of the Bridgeport clones to as an addition to my shop. So anyway, that's it for this nooner. Want to say thanks for subscribing to my channel, and thanks for watching.